Amber and Lauren joining us once again from Wild Birds Unlimited in Fayetteville. Thank you for joining us. You always educate us so much about birds in Northwest Arkansas. Appreciate it.
Well, it's important to us to help you help the birds, right? Because the more birds we have, the better our community is and our ecosystem is. So anything we can do to help the birds, especially this time of year, because it is hot outside.
Okay,
so.
Speaking of it being hot, I know when it's hot, I am usually just downing liquid because I'm losing liquid at the same time, right? So like, how is it different for birds? Is it important to hydrate our birds this time of year? Tell us about that.
Yeah, it's absolutely important that the birds get the water just like we need it. They're out there 24/7. They don't get to come inside for the air conditioning, so they need all the water they can get. And then also, just like we crave a creek day, the birds crave a little splash around. So that's why having a bird bath, especially with something to keep the water moving, like this water wiggler or a solar fountain, is a really, really great way to draw the birds in. And bonus, it keeps the mosquitoes from breeding in your bird bath as well.
Oh, because I feel like that's more of a newer technology. Am I wrong? I mean, when I think of a bird bath, I just think of an old ceramic or a stone thing.
That would get mold. That would get all the algae in it too, right?
Yeah.
Which is also important why we have these copper discs. So the copper disc helps the algae from growing. But yeah, the moving water keeps the mosquitoes from laying eggs in there, but it also then attracts the birds. So it's kind of like a win-win.
Yeah, for sure.
And you know, a lot of times this time of year, there's some natural food sources out there, so the birds aren't always hitting your feeder, but they will always hit your bird bath. And a bird bath is good to have year-round, even in the winter.
So that one just kind of moves the water. It's a water wiggler, is that what you called it? What is it? Is this more like a little fountain feature?
Yeah, and so there's two different types of spouts you can put on this one. So you can either shoot straight up or you can do the multiple fountain ways. And we have some misters. Hummingbirds really like the bird mist, so you can get a mister for your bird bath. We have a lot of different options at the store.
Yeah. Well, let's move into maybe some food because you have several food options down here. What do we need to know about
What about
feeding?
the hummingbirds, Lauren?
Yeah, and actually the copper disc is a perfect transition into this because copper also helps keep your hummingbird nectar fresh. So there's a product called Nectar Defender right here. It comes in a liquid as well as in a powder that has the sugar mixed right in. You just mix this in just like you would with your hummingbird nectar, and it keeps it safe and fresh quite a bit longer. If you're not using a product like this, when it hits 90 degrees, you should be changing your feeder out every day or every other day to keep it safe for the hummingbirds.
Okay.
I think that's what people don't realize. It gets moldy, and that hurts the birds. So we're trying to do the birds a favor. Hummingbirds have to eat every 10 minutes, so we're trying to do them a favor. But if we don't do it properly, then you can actually hurt the birds that you're trying to help. So come to us. I think that's one reason why you shop local too. So Lauren's our education director. She makes sure that we're all up to date on all the bird knowledge that's going on. And so when you come to us, we're really going to educate you about how to help your birds and what's the best product. Which Lauren, tell them about our newest product. This is so exciting.
I'm just so excited for this. This fills a hole that we've been missing for a long time. This is our new Feather Pro blend at Wild Birds Unlimited. It's really great. It's got all the fat and all the protein that the birds need to build strong, colorful feathers.
Yes.
So protein builds the structure of the feather. The fat is what gives it the color. And birds with strong, colorful feathers have more success just in surviving, but also in attracting a mate next spring. So right now, you are literally providing them with the building blocks that they're going to need 8 months from now when they're starting to nest next year.
What's in this blend? I see mealworms.
Yes,
what else
it's
is in
got
there?
mealworms. It's got our bark butter bits, which are little suet nuggets. It also has sunflower, peanuts, tree nuts, and it's got the NutriSaf safflower, so that has a higher fat and protein content as well, and that really draws in a wide variety of birds and gives them everything they need to really build strong feathers for next year.
Lauren, we've gotten some calls about some funny looking birds in the backyard. Are they sick?
So the birds are not sick. I will say I just saw a bald cardinal yesterday and it cracked me up. So when the birds molt, sometimes they'll like lose all their head feathers at once, or like the baby birds when they're still growing in their adult feathers, they have this like Einstein hair going on. And so if you see a funny looking bird, as long as it doesn't appear actively injured, it's probably fine. Just let it grow its feathers in and it'll be totally happy.
So 'tis the season for molting.
Yes.
Yep.
Absolutely.
It's awkward bird time.
Awkward bird time. Well, you got to pay them a visit. Wild Birds Unlimited in Fayetteville. They can answer all of your questions. They always come on the show and educate us on everything that's happening. So thank you again for joining us.
Yeah, thanks. I just like follow us on Facebook or Instagram. We have a lot of fun videos, a lot of educational videos, and like us, make comments. That really helps small business owners.
Absolutely, yeah. Stay with us. We've got more Good Day coming up right after this quick break.